Okay, I did want to say this really quick because I definitely don't want anyone trying to like hate on certain people because I honestly don't remember their names. I lived next to them years ago and I don't live there now. I think it's been like 4 years, and I still have my ex who lives in the house. And this is where Zero had one of the best times of her life. She loved climbing the trees, and that's where I buried her. And I actually planned to make a whole thing for her grave with like, bird, like she loved watching birds, so I'm gonna make a nice big like bird area, feeders, all that. I already have like some pretty nice lights, but I plan to get some brighter ones that kind of like shoot light into the sky, that I saw that are really cute. And the other neighbors don't mind. So the thing was that, what up? Was you sleeping? Oh, was you sleeping? She's so lonely without her big sister. I'm looking for ferret and cat rescues. I don't really want to get another animal right now. As to the home that I'm converting for myself and how I want it, but I know ferrets they need friends. So I'm debating between a cat or a ferret. So I have Bengal rescues and ferret rescues. I put out posts, and I figure it might take months. It should, if you're going to consider something like that. So we'll see. But anyway, so my beautiful baby girl, Zero, passed away. The one depicted here, as Japanese style, not killing a spider. Because famously we love spiders, and Zero was never good at hunting. But she was sweet. Zero slept with me, and I'm trying to imagine, all cats are so good at hiding their pain, and it fucking destroys me that she might have been in pain. And I remember all these times because she would try to cuddle with me, and she's so relentless in the last couple weeks. And I just really thought that she was just being super friendly. I like that I comforted her through it, but it hurts knowing that she might have been in pain the whole time with a tumor. Technically bleeding internally. They're so good at hiding pain. I feel like I'm the same way normally until I reach a breaking point like this. But she passed. I took her in. She has leukemia, so she had a cold, I thought. And I took her to the vet because if they have leukemia and they have a cold, it's much worse for them. And that's all I thought it was going to be. And she died within a day. And it was the most fucked up night of my life. I spent, actually, it was almost 2 nights. It was 2 nights. I spent 2 nights sleeping on the floor with her. So that, because she didn't feel comfortable being on the bed because she didn't want to go to the bathroom on it. She was such a good little girl. All the way until the end, she tried to... My sweet girl. She literally was dying. Made her little way to the litter box. I was like, bitch, you don't have to. That's why I have you. Right where you were at. I was like, just do whatever. I made you a bed every time she got up to walk somewhere else because she was uncomfortable. The emergency vets, all 3 were at a full stop. I've never heard of that, but apparently it's a thing. And like I said, it only took a day, and I thought she had a cold. So oh, fuck. Trying to make it so you can understand what I'm saying, because I know when I cry, no one understands what the fuck I'm saying. We slept with her on the floor for 2 nights. Meanwhile, I was also sick, but nowhere near, obviously, as I'm still alive. So I was trying to cry with a sinus infection, and I didn't want to upset her because she knows when I cry, she always would come running, and she would literally lick my tears away. And could be from the salt, it could be just because she's amazing, it could be both. But so I tried to hold back so hard that blood came out of my eye and my nose, but I had to go to the doctor for that. Anyway, the whole thing here is that my ex-neighbor decided to pull up on his riding lawnmower and pull their car into their own yard. I don't know what they were doing with that. But meanwhile, I'm on private property on I'd say my property because it was. It's not anymore. I don't consider it my property. I consider it my ex's. So I'm on still private property. It's Saturday it was before 6 o'clock, and I'm digging for an hour and a half. Holes aren't easy to dig. I had to go buy a shovel. It was a lot of roots because I wanted to bury her by her favorite tree that she used to love just running real full speed at, because she had her harness. So I had a 15-foot lead, so she knew her little range, and she would just get real close and then be like and climb up as tall as she could, and sometimes I'd have to help her down. But they're like spiky trees. One is really cool. It has a vine that like crisscrosses all the way up it, but I had to pull all the thorns off of them because they had thorns on every branch. I think I pulled like literally hundreds of thorns off of these trees just so my baby girl could climb them. And God, was it cute. She was so happy. Every time she got higher, she was so excited. And I have a Kia Soul as a car. Kia Soul. I almost got it as a joke because I'm a redhead and people, you know, the whole like redheads have no souls. So I got a red Kia Soul so that I could be like, I'm a redhead with a soul. And it's funny. I wanted a car like that. I wanted a Mini Cooper. I couldn't find what I needed, and I needed a car fast because my car broke down. So anyway, Kia Soul. I don't think they're highly known for having a very good stereo system. And I am like literally half deaf. I can't hear sometimes. My hearing goes in and out, especially in my right ear. And so I'm digging, facing, like I have my car. Maybe I should have like reversed the car in and had the doors open so that like, you know, like the flow of music would be facing me. But it didn't sound loud to me because it's fucking Kia Soul. So I opened my 2 front doors. I think at one point I opened a back door, and because meanwhile, I had a sinus infection and blood coming out of my eye, and my whole face was stuffed up. My ears were stuffed up. I couldn't hear anything. And I'm also digging a grave in the sun. I also had really bad sunburn. I wonder what it looks like now. I don't know. Let's find out. I won't be able to see this until after, but it should be healed. I did have a couple blisters. It was pretty bad. I don't know if I can insert a stitch here because I don't really feel like getting on TikTok or CapCut and putting it in. I'm lazy as fuck. But my sunburn was so bad that I had blisters from digging this hole. And so it's like an hour and a half digging a hole. And finally, my ex pulls up. I didn't even notice him pull up because I can't hear. I have a sinus infection. Like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting there in between digging, sobbing loudly over my best friend. As soon as I start to believe in humans, they turn to shit again. Guy pulls up with his lawnmower out of nowhere, takes the top off of it so that it's really loud. I was at the end. I was literally at the end of digging this hole, about to finish everything. I felt good. Sorry. I felt good about what I was doing. My vibes were okay, like... I'm like sitting there with her dead body, trying to pet her for the last time, and this motherfucker pulls up, opens the top of his lawnmower, and meanwhile they have a fence, like a privacy fence that they put up. They should not be on the other side of the fence, even though they claim they own like 6 inches past the fence or some shit. I don't know. I don't care. If you put up a fence, maybe keep the entire side on your side. So, drives around the side of the fence with his lawnmower onto private property I'm on at 6 o'clock on a Saturday, playing literal like funeral music at this point, about to put my best fucking friend in a grave. I had more shit going on too. And so it takes the top off so I can't hear anything that I'm doing. His lawnmower was so loud and I can't even fucking hear. And he just continues to stare at me. Bitch. And I literally was like, fuck you too then. I think I said, I don't know why. And I said, I don't know why, but fuck you too. And his child went nuts. Like, nuts. Like, it was literally like a gorilla at a zoo trying to, like, bang on a fence. Cursing, I just heard F words. Obviously, I couldn't hear, because he had his fucking lawnmower top off. And, a full-grown man. And his little soy boy child, I have no fucking idea how old he is. But I do remember 4 years ago when I lived there, that his mom was mad I was in a bathing suit on my own property because of her little boy. Apparently he's old enough to come after people, shake a fence, tell them they're a fucking bitch, and all this other shit, and then run out with the whole family, and then have to hold his dad back while his eyes are red and bulging, whole face bright red bulging. I walked up, turned my phone on, and said, I want to have an adult conversation. I'm literally about to put my cat in a grave, my best friend. There started that video. They ruined my peace. Claimed they were going to call the cops, and I wish they had, because, oh fuck, if Cleanse, we got some animal lovers in there. But it would be enjoyable if they had called the police so that they could be told to shut the fuck up and mind their business. Especially since they destroyed my peace first, because I was on my property minding my business, not hurting anybody. The other neighbors that lived on the other side of the house said they heard music, their dog wasn't barking, but these people claim that their dog was barking for 4 hours. I wasn't even there for 4 hours. And they don't want to hear that shit. I'm playing Melanie Martinez, Avoidant, Monolith, like shit like that for a fucking funeral. My Chemical Romance, Cancer. They don't want to hear that shit. But what they didn't want to hear was their dog barking, because they don't train their animals. I don't even think I've seen their dogs touch grass, which is sad. I feel bad for the animals. It's not the animals' fault. Obviously, I love animals, so I feel horrible for those animals to live in a house like that. Negative energy, just horrible. And I hate that I had to bury her next to that. Fuck. It just fucking ruined everything. Like, shut the fuck up. Wait 30 goddamn minutes. Shut the fuck up and let someone bury a what the fuck? I don't think I can understand. I wish it didn't affect me. I wish really hard. But it does, and it did. And it disturbed my peace first. I should have called the cops on them. I should have. I don't like confrontation. And when I'm in a certain state of mind, especially the one I was in, or like right now, I don't want extra. So when I calm down, they're not dealing with sad me. They're dealing with someone else entirely. But I'm fragile just like everyone else. And I'm not hateful. I just could not believe having to hold someone back. My friend, my ex who owns the property, pulls up. And the guy, like, was going to try to, like, attack him. Like, his son was holding him back, and he was, like, called him a crackhead, and, like, the person that was kind enough to let me do. I don't get why people are so mean and hateful. I just don't. And I feel like such an idiot knowing that I'm gonna post this. But it needs to be said. People in the area need to understand. Stay away from these people. They were scary. I had to pull out my phone for my own safety. I don't film people I don't do that. I'm not a person that pulls out a phone and sticks it in anyone's face. The video that I have isn't even sticking a phone in their face. I had it down by my side to protect myself. I'm not even sure if they were where I was filming until they disputed my video to take it down. I think they put it for privacy, but meanwhile, I never mention names. Like I said, I don't even know their first names. I don't remember. I know their last names. But I couldn't even tell you the house address. I know my old house address. But yeah, I am thoroughly pissed. Still grieving. It was very shocking, and they ruined my entire fucking... I was doing so... All I needed was 30 more minutes. Everyone in the neighborhood said that they're bullies. I mean, it's been a running thing since I lived there, but they're bullies. They call people for their grass being an inch too high. They call on people for everything else. And all they do is make noise. All they do is literally make fucking noise. They cut their goddamn grass every fucking day. Like, you don't think that's disrupting to people? But nobody fucking says anything to them. Because we mind our goddamn business. But you made it my business now. So fuck you. I'm not asking anyone else to bother them. I am just pissed you had the audacity to look me up. I don't even fucking remember your name. And now I'm gonna look you up. Let's find out what you're all about. What do they always say? Not that it's hearsay. Allegedly, I would probably allegedly think that you allegedly have domestic violence in your background. But I don't know your name to look you up. So, we'll find that out. And I won't even, maybe I will put on, 'cause sometimes I get petty. If you want to be petty, I can get petty. I just feel like that's beneath me, though, and that's not how I want to remember. None of that was how I want to remember my girl. 30 minutes. That's all I needed. But you were mad because your dogs were barking. You had to held back. It's like one of those, like, bro, hold me back, like, so I can, like, attack this little girl. What the fuck? It's so weird. It's like a high school fight. But they're the type that look like they peaked in high school and they think whatever and they're angry at the world. And now I'm kind of angry at you. And you deserve it. I don't bother people. I am actually one of the most private people. I don't give a fuck what anyone does. I don't pay attention to their shit. I don't bother anyone. And you're just lucky I'm not insane. Imagine. I know the whole thing like FAFO. Fuck around and find out. Imagine if I was a crazy person. I'd probably be in trouble. But I'm not. I'm just a nice person. And you just really fucked me over. And I just would really like an apology. Not for you anymore, but for myself. So that I can feel safe going to look at her grave. Because I didn't feel safe the last time I went.